Good news! I found the missing packages. They were in the package room like I thought. Someone had not read the label and saw that it was outgoing instead of ingoing. But then they also never sent me a text message telling me that I had packages. So kind of strange. There's been some new staff at the complex, so maybe not everyone texts you when you get a package. Just because like I think I said it on yesterday's podcast, the package room is locked, so you can't get into it without someone telling you or without someone opening it for you. And you know, you don't necessarily always know if you're getting a package or not. So, oh, and then sometimes they put my Blue Apron in the package room. That's the worst. Because if I'm not home, then my Blue Apron, which needs to be refrigerated, is sitting inside of an enclosed package room longer than necessary. So I appreciate the attempt, but I like it much more when my packages are just in the locked box. So, yay! One micro stress relieved. And I sold another book, so I got that out as well. So there is a stack of 3 books sitting on the shelf or on the desk, and one of the girls that works here, she's worked here since I moved in. She said that she's going to be down there until the USPS picks up. So plus I'll also see it because I'm leaving to get my COVID and flu vaccine or shot today at noon. So in literally 2 hours, I'm gonna go do that. And then I also have, I'm getting the oil changed in my car because that is needed. And I hope I don't feel sick because of the shots, because I'm going to Cedar Point tomorrow, or Kings Island tomorrow. Oh, all right, we are off to go get the COVID vaccine and the flu shot. And please, let's all just hope I am not sick tomorrow for Kings Island. Ugh. All the good vibes, all the good vibes. Just got back from getting my oil changed. Interestingly enough, they did not have me sign the repair order before they did the work. They had me sign it at the time of invoice, which whatever. Like, I knew nothing was gonna be an issue, but it's a legal issue. Something that is really interesting is the service or labor rate is $175. That used to be 100 when I was doing this. I really did think that that was gonna take me longer than half an hour. That was awesome. Most of my oil changes when I get it done at a dealership was typically I was working, and so I would, you know, if I was driving somewhere and I was using my car, I would just get the oil change while I was there, or I would drop it off on a Monday and just say, just get the oil change done at any time, and then I'll pick it up on Friday or Saturday. So yeah, that literally, according to my invoice, the RO was opened at exactly 4 o'clock and it was closed at 4:24. Pretty cool. For those of you who don't know, I spent 7 years in the auto industry training on the software that generates this stuff. And so I was looking at it and I'm like, that is not the company I work for, but one of our main competitors. So I'm very familiar what all of this means. And it's just interesting to see how it doesn't change. Shop supplies are still 10% of your total. And it doesn't exceed over 40, which yes. Also the survey, they typically don't tell you, but each of the manufacturers, I don't know if this is for every single country, but at least in the United States, each of your manufacturers will send out a survey after you get your service completed. And basically, if you do not give them passes, then they get dinged. So here's kind of the explanation, right? So if they aren't a pass, which is completely satisfied, then they can get their licensing. Like, they can have their right to be a dealership removed. So yeah, just stuff that you might not know when you're, you know, not fully in that environment. I don't miss it. That's for sure. It was fun, but I don't miss that you really didn't get paid. And it was pretty stressful, and it was a lot of hours, and you just were never home, and it was really hard to have a life, and you needed a lot of energy to maintain your life and do anything. But there was a lot of good stuff too. Most of the people were really awesome. Coworkers were awesome. You got to travel to a bunch of different places. I got to eat at some really awesome restaurants and see some really cool things. And yeah, it was a lot of fun, but I would not go back. I have finished Of Court of Mist and Fury for the second time. I am starting to sweat, which is not a good sign. That is normally one of my side effects of being sick. So I am genuinely really concerned at the moment. My arm is very sore. The one with the flu, not really. The one with the COVID, yes. And I was like massaging them, not constantly, but definitely when I first got it, I was massaging it every probably couple minutes, and then massaging it like every half hour. And I'm definitely moving it, but it's definitely sore. I'm really hoping I'm not regretting this, because Kings Island does require a drive for me to get there. This makes me so nervous. So I think I'm probably going to get good night's sleep. It's only 8:30, or not even 8:30 yet. So I think I'm gonna do a little bit of knitting and text my friend to make sure we've got our plans set.